Good morning, everyone. Glad to see you on this very cold day, but I like the cold, so I'm okay. Well, I'm good to see you today, and I'd like to share a word with you today. Amazing. Does anybody know what that word means? Anybody got an idea? We use it all the time. What do you think?
A baby.
A baby, and you know what? You are right. A baby is the most amazing thing, one of the most amazing things. But you know what? I actually had to look it up in the dictionary, and it means a great surprise or wonder, or it's impressive, which I guess kind of sums up the time of year that we're in, because we're talking about something that was amazing. Well, I'm going to give you a couple things to look at, so come a little closer so I don't have to reach so far. All right, and I'm going to give you a couple things to look at. And we're going to talk about what these things mean in relation to the Christmas story. All right, so let's see. We got a couple things here. How about you take that one? We got this guy. We've got this and this. And let's see. Rand's back there. And that. Okay. All right. Everybody got something? Okay. Well, we're going to talk about these things in relation to the Christmas story. And so when Mary and Joseph were coming, they had to go to Bethlehem. What were they riding on?
A horse.
A horse or a donkey? Yeah, you're right. And how was that donkey amazing? How was it amazing?
Because it could walk them somewhere.
Because it could walk them somewhere. And Mary was really going to have a baby soon. And so it got to walk them somewhere, and it carried Mary. Great idea. Well, how about when the time came, there was no room in the inn, so they had to go to a stable. So let's see, you have something here. What's in there? Hay. Well, the first thing we have to talk about is, a lot of times in pictures we see the stable being made out of wood, but probably, in fact, they might think it was actually stone, and it was like a trough. And so this piece of stone here kind of reminds me of the stable. I'm just going to put that here. And in that stable, and in that manger, they put some. Why was the hay amazing?
Because that's where baby Jesus laid.
Because baby Jesus laid on it. Yeah, we'll put that in there. All right, because he kind of laid on it. Well, then there was something that was really exciting that happened. And what happened? What happened? They came, the baby was born. And baby Jesus was born. And that was really amazing. But what did Mary do? She wrapped him in what? A jacket or some swaddling clothes. Because why? Why was that amazing? Because she could cover him. Yeah, and probably, he's kind of cold maybe. So we'll wrap up baby Jesus here. Put him there. And what else did he have? Maybe a blanket. Why was the blanket amazing?
Because baby Jesus needed a key.
Yeah, and it kept him warm, right? Well, then there was something else. Well, then the shepherds were outside, and what came to the shepherds? Angels did, yeah, and angels were so exciting, and angels were amazing because what did they do? They what? Yeah, they did, and they sang, and they said, hey, shepherds, good news. There's a baby Jesus that's born. Go see him. And they were singing and glorifying him. What a sight that must have been. And then pretty soon there was what do you got back there? A star. How was the star amazing? Because it was so bright, maybe, so bright. And who did it guide? Who was following that star? Who was it? Not the shepherds, but the other guys. The wise men. And all of those things were so amazing. And that word amazing, great, surprise and wonder, that's the thing about Christmas. And that's what we're celebrating. All these things had an amazing part in the Christmas story. And when Jesus grew up, he did a lot of amazing things during his ministry. And you're going to hear about a few more of those during your class today. So can you fold your hands with me? Dear Jesus, thank you for being amazing. We remember you on Christmas.